sharing in African startups. I beg your pardon. Our first product talk is from Treepz. Right after that is when we'll have our first keynote session, which will focus on managing conflict equity sharing in African startups. And I believe Mr. Onyeka Akuma from Treepz is ready to deliver his product talk. And by the way, I love the background. A picture is definitely worth 1,000 words. And I'm really interested in taking a trip with Treepz. Get that? Over to you, Mr. Akuma.
All right, thanks for having me. Good morning, everyone. I'm excited to be here. Congratulations to the AOT on another successful event. Yesterday had a lot of buzz across town. A lot of people were excited about the opportunity to be here to showcase their business. And I think in Treepz, we're all excited to be partners with you on this journey. Taking on a cue from the convener, I'm going to be discussing on why Treepz became really important for Lagos State and eventually the rest of Nigeria and now across Africa. My product showcase is pretty much focused on the advantages of using Treepz. I will have 3 videos that I will share with you, maybe 2 eventually, and I'll just talk you through what Treepz pretty much is like. So if you just give me a second, I will now show you my presentation. But basically, I've been excited about all the businesses that have come up here and have eventually shown up what innovation can happen across Nigeria, starting with Lagos. It's no gainsaying that Lagos has been a pivotal place for us in Treepz to kickstart our business. And no wonder we've been able to find a growing ground for us to say, if we're able to build a successful business in Lagos, we'll be able to do the same across Nigeria. And that has been the case from day one. Now, we started Treepz roughly September 2016, and that came from an experience I had taking bus transportation in Lagos. And I felt like, hey, people could actually get better form of moving across cities of Lagos. And I don't have to use the regular Danfo. I can get something that looks like an Uber. And it gives people the opportunity to say, hey, maybe for once I'm able to do this without necessarily bothering about struggling with a woman that is in an Uber bus. So I just present my slide now. 1 second. Yep, share screen. Share. I guess you can see my screen now. Yep. So like everyone would expect, this is mostly what people experience, at least 70% of people that commute in Lagos. And so what we decided to do was to change this. And in order to do that, we created an application that gives you predictable travel across cities, bus travel options within the city of Lagos and across cities, and then safer travel in Nigeria. We started on September 2016 with 17 brand new buses were launched, and we had 17 drivers on our platform. And within that time, my co-founders and I, who have had experience of building startups in many other areas, including Afolabi, who built the first car rental platform, John Atums, John, who was also in Travel Better with me when I helped to launch Travel Better, and Johnny, who had done another trans-tech platform called Ferrycon with tricycles, providing tricycles in cities like Lagos. Together, we came together, and now we're a team of roughly about 70 cut across Nigeria, Ghana, and Uganda, where we are pretty much giving people better ways of commuting. And some of our numbers we get excited about is the total number of people we've been able to move across cities, the average number of people that move on our platform, and how many people have actually downloaded our app. Now, but even focusing more on this particular presentation, I'm going to show you how the app actually works. 1 second. So we have 3 types of solutions we've created. One we've called Travel Treepz, and Travel Treepz is pretty much allowing people to now book for your bus service from one bus stop to the other. And so when you want to get on a bus, this is what you do on Travel Treepz when you download our app. So you enter what you do is you enter your pickup and drop off bus stop. So now you can do this in Lagos. What you do is you download the daily trips, or sorry, you just download the Treepz app. You have two forms of trips that you can make: daily trips and travel trips. Now on daily trips, you click on the daily trips option. And what happens next is it allows you to enter your pickup and drop off bus stop. So I say I want to go from Ajah in Lagos to CMS in Lagos. I enter the number of passengers that I want to use on that. I want to get on board that vehicle on. I enter my preferred bus stop, and then I start my trip. What you're able to see is different vehicle options. Now, what it does, it shows you the different vehicle options approaching your bus stop. So if you're in Ajah and there are maybe 5 vehicles coming from Shango Tedo towards Ajah, you get to see the number of vehicles, you get to see how many seats are available on those vehicles, you get to see the cost of actually getting on those vehicles, and more importantly, we're able to predict the time that the vehicle will get to your bus stop so that you can plan your trip in an easy manner where I don't have to get to the bus stop and start hoping and praying that I get a bus. Now you're able to get to the bus stop at the time when your vehicle is supposed to get to the bus stop, and then you make your trip. So what happens, it shows you the different vehicles. We have sedan cars, but sedans I'll talk about last. We have buses, we have minivans, and for sedan cars, we now getting individuals that are going on a particular route to open up their vehicles to carry people as they're going that route. So if you're going to work in the morning, you're able to now get on trips where you're able to open up 3 seats at the back for people to join you on your way to work. So for that, we have sedan cars as well. Then what happens is you're able to pick the vehicle you want. Say you want to pick a bus, you see the fare, you click on it, you complete your booking, you get a ticket. Your ticket is pretty much a QR code because you would have already credited your wallet before you can get to this point. And so you get your ticket, and what you do is at the point of entry of getting into the vehicle, you're able to present this ticket and you scan your QR code and you get on the vehicle. What happens is prior to the vehicle coming to the bus stop, you're able to see updates about the vehicle as it's coming. It tells you the vehicle is 3 bus stops away, it tells you the vehicle is 1 bus stop away, so that you can plan yourself accordingly and get to the bus stop at the time you need to and make your trip. When you're done with your trip, this is very important for us. We ask you to rate your experience. Rating your experience allows us to deal with the quality that the driver or the hero, we like to call them on our platform, has given to you. And so it allows us to also say, if there's any feedback around improving the service, we deal with that. It allows us to rate the drivers and heroes, and so that we are able to get them into doing better the next time they provide a service to any of our customers on our platform. So this ideally is how you go through daily trips. The next one I'm going to show you is what we call travel trips. Now, we found out in April of this year that beyond moving people from one bus stop to the other, we could also move people from one city to the other. To that end, we're able to partner with several bus operators. And these bus operators include the likes of GEO, include the likes of Apex, include the likes of ABC Transport, include the likes of Leap Motors, include the likes of Greener Line. All of these different bus operators, over 15 of them now on our platform, are able to use the Treepz platform to serve their customers with better technology, to get more customers to use their service. And Treepz becomes an aggregator for them. Let me show you how that works. So this is travel trips. Now what happens is you get on the Treepz app, you select that you want to do travel trips. So pretty much you want to go from one city to the other. You put your departure city, you put your arrival city, you put the date you want to travel, and then you put the number of seats you want to book. We then show you different bus operators going that route. So we show you, say you're going from Lagos to Uyo, you're able to see Libmoto has a bus going that route, GEO has a bus going that route, the different bus operators. Now you select the particular bus operator you want to use. Remember that it's different bus operators, so it's pretty much an aggregator. So you can see the prices may be different, you can see their travel times may be different. But once you select the particular bus operator you want, you enter your travel details, your initial details, and then when you're done with that, You can also select the seat you want to sit. So I want to sit behind the driver. I want to sit at the back of the bus. You select the seat you want, and then at the end of that, you confirm your booking. What this then does is you get your booking ticket, and when you get to the bus park, instead of getting there and hustling and bustling with all the other individuals that are trying to pay for their tickets on their platform, you're able to do this electronically, and you present your bus ticket and you make your trip. So these are two essential major trips we are currently offering to people. The third one is not really on the app. It's pretty much people say to us, I don't want a staff bus in my office. I want to hire a bus on your platform to move staff. I want to hire a bus on your platform to move students. I want to hire a bus on your platform for a tour. I want to go on tour with a couple of people, and I want to hire a bus on your platform. You're not able to do that with what we call corporate trips. Now, across these different bus options we've had, in the last 2 years, we've been able to move 520,000 people using our Treepz app. We've also successfully been able to launch our service, not just in Nigeria, but in September of this year, we expanded into Ghana, where we now have average of about 300 to 500 people using daily trips just from September this year. And just last week, we announced that we've now expanded into Uganda, where we're looking at growing our presence across the East African market and West African market as we build the largest shared mobility platform in Africa, one country at a time. But very importantly, we started all of this in Lagos. So we're excited about that, and I hope you've been able to see more about what Treepz can offer. And we look forward to having conversations. If you're excited about this, if you're a bus operator, like we're going to be announcing very soon in the next 2 weeks, how bus operators are joining us on this journey. You want to move away from ticketing, big paper-based ticketing systems to electronic-based ticketing systems. Our technology has been built for you. You want to move your staff and your organization or students in your school. Our technology has been built for you. Or you're a simple customer that wants to move from one bus stop to the other. Treepz has you covered. And finally, if you want to travel, especially in this season, and there's going to be a lot of benefits to those that do that with us this season. I want to go from Lagos to Abuja, Abuja to Port Harcourt. This holiday season, you can do that on Treepz and get discounts and get predictable travel. And together we're moving people better. So thanks again for the opportunity. Thank you very much. And I hope you're excited as I am about Treepz and what it's doing for the transportation sector in Nigeria and the rest of Africa. Thank you very much, Isabella.
Thank you very much, Mr. Onyeka Akuma. I definitely am excited about Treepz because sometimes I'm thinking of, I'd like to get a few of my friends and maybe we'll go not even too far, maybe from, say, the mainland all the way to Ekpe. And I don't want to use my car. And we're 5 of us. We don't want to use maybe a taxi. I want to use a bus so we can carry our food and go and enjoy at the beach. But hearing about Treepz it just solves everything. And really, congratulations on expanding beyond Nigeria. I think it's really great when we see us being exporters of talent, of technology, not just importing and consuming. So well done, and thank you very much for your support towards Art of Technology Lagos 3.0. Indeed, one of our corporate sponsors, Treepz. Do go check them out and please patronize them. Just like he said, this is the Yuletide season, a lot of travel. And I mean, why can't we use technology to solve and simplify our lives, solve our problems and simplify our lives? So next, we'll be moving swiftly on the agenda, and well done to everyone who has been keeping to time. I'm super impressed. We're moving to our first keynote session. I said earlier, it's going to be focusing on managing conflict equity sharing in African startups. And join me, you can do virtual claps in welcoming collaborator in chief of TVC Labs, Mr. Toby Davis, who was here last year at AOT Lagos 2.0. I'll applaud on everybody's behalf, and I know the people who are watching at home are also applauding.